This is the Marvelously Morbid Podcast. I'm Sylvia.
And I'm Matissa.
And we're going to get started for you. We were just sitting here talking about our animals and how cute they are, but also how mean they are.
Yeah.
And how... Oh, where'd the cat go?
She's in the floor. She's cleaning her face.
Okay, yeah. The podcat's in here cleaning herself.
She's gone. Is she behind me?
The podcat... Oh my God, she's on your shoulder.
Not again.
Not again. She's... I don't know where she is. I don't see her. Oh.
Yeah, she is really behind you, but
She is behind me just licking her chomps. She just had a little extra tuna off my plate. So she's loving that because she's a little chunker girl.
Oh.
She's also diabetic and very, very grouchy about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was grouchy before she was diabetic. Let's not forget.
No, she's
Sylvia,
always been grouchy, but it's worsened with the onset of her diabetes. Oh, because now we have to give her shots that make her grouchy sometimes. But, it is what it is.
Yeah. Gotta keep her alive.
Gotta keep her alive. Yeah, I just said that I was the warden and the animals were my inmates. I'm their jailer. I'm the only thing that keeps them from the outside world. Oh my God. Speaking of dogs getting out, dogs get out all the time in this neighborhood.
And mine too.
Yeah.
I just feel like I see dogs
just running around
all the time.
Yeah, saved a little puppy yesterday. Well, he wasn't a puppy. I mean, he was older, but he looked like a puppy. He was a dachshund mix, I guess. But yeah, his owner found him. He was like darting out. Like, I live on a cul-de-sac, so darting doesn't really do anything here. There's nobody to run him over, but he kept acting like he would come to me, and then he was like, "Oh no," and like jump away like he was playing, and then he was like, "I'll come to you, but I'm not going to." It was so cute. Yeah. By the time I came in and got treats, his owner had found him, so yeah. That's all good. So we finished No, we didn't finish Santa Clarita Diet. We have 2 episodes, but you finished Santa Clarita Diet. We need a new movie or new shows to watch.
I'm trying to branch out. What did I watch this morning? What was it called?
Was it a movie?
Yeah.
The Ritual?
No. Is it good?
No, not really.
Okay, Artie needs out. I'm going to let her out or she's going to swat. Should I let her out?
She'll be okay.
Okay.
She'll live for a little while. Maybe. We might
Or
not.
we won't, right? I've seen her in action.
She's, yeah. But no, we watched The Ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, Matissa's going to have to let her out because she's going wild. But y'all can hang out with me while Matissa lets the cat out. Yeah, so, okay. She's out.
Move faster.
Move faster.
What is she doing?
Don't break your back getting out the door, Artemis. But anyway, The Ritual, it was okay. It was entertaining, I guess, but it wasn't that great.
I think it was called Stonehurst. Was it Asylum? Stonehurst something. Has Kate Beckinsale in it and some other British actors.
Was it good?
I liked it, yeah.
Ooh, I might have to watch that. Chris, our friend Chris loves scary movies, and so do I. Maybe I'll watch that. But what did I watch last night? Oh God, I watched Along Came Polly. Right now I'm into watching romantic comedies. I don't know why.
Ooh, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. Well, it's because I want to have something on that I don't have to pay 100% attention to, but that I can look at and like giggle if I need to.
That makes sense.
And usually I watch The Office or something like that, but yeah, no, yesterday it was Along Came Polly. I watched, Sunshine Cleaning, about the crime scene cleanup people.
Okay.
I think these were both on Netflix, or maybe it was on Prime, I don't know. But yeah, and then I started to watch Cabin Fever, but then I didn't want to watch it alone.
Isn't that maybe old?
Yeah, it is old. Well, I mean, it's not old. It's probably from I
think I watched it when I was
2000
in high school, 2000 something. I guess. Yeah,
I don't really know, but it was a good movie. I think from what I thought about watching The Village. Did you like that? You probably hated that movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen anything, Sylvia. I'm trying to make up for it right now while watching.
Gosh. Okay, The Village, people either like it or they absolutely hate it. And I liked it, but I like a lot of them. It doesn't take much for me to be mildly entertained by the movie. I mean, I was mildly entertained by The Ritual. It just didn't blow my socks off or anything. I mean, it was just okay.
Why is that so funny?
I want to watch 47 Meters Down. It's on Netflix. That shark movie with Mandy Moore.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's a shark movie with Mandy Moore.
Okay, is it new?
It's new. It's... I'm sorry. I just choked myself on my own saliva. Hold on one moment. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, it's a shark movie. It has Mandy Moore and then a girl from Vampire Diaries, I think. Yeah, I think she's from, or maybe the originals. I can't remember. But anyway, it's on Netflix. We should watch it sometime. If you like shark movies. Are you afraid of sharks?
No.
Oh, okay. Good. Good. I'm not afraid of sharks either, but one of our friends is ridiculously afraid of sharks.
Who? Randy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just guessed.
Yeah, he is very afraid of sharks. So anytime we went to the beach, he would be like, "What? Is it coming? Is it coming to get me?" I'm like, yeah, Randy, it's sniffing you out, buddy. Speaking of sharks, no, I'm just kidding. I don't have any shark segues.
I thought you did. Let's go.
No, speaking of sharks, you know, I can't even think of anything. But go donate to us on Patreon if you want to. Patreon.com/marvelouslymorbid. We're going to do a side series, Morbid Ramblings. We're going to talk about anything. May do movie reviews. We may talk about weird hairs in weird places on our bodies.
We may sing.
We may sing. We may dance. You won't be able to see the dancing, but maybe we'll tap. Maybe we'll tap dance. Who knows? We might do a lot of fun things, and all you have to do is donate a little money, and you'll have access to it. But, yeah. And otherwise, like, subscribe, follow this podcast, whatever you have to do. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Marvelously Morbid, except Twitter, which is Marv Morbid. Like an old man, Marv Morbid. An old man, his last name is Morbid and his first name's Marv. But yeah, that's all I got. But I think Matissa's got a...
Yeah, I have.
I thought you were going to say I've got a real shit show for you today. I don't know why.
No, but look at this. Can you look at my nails? Ha! That's morbid, isn't it?
Oh,
don't they look terrifying?
Whoa! Why are they green?
I had green nail polish on only for like 2 days, and it stained it. But doesn't it look like I'm undead?
It does. It looks like you have a weird kind of fungus.
I know. When I was scared, like
there's a fungus among us. Matissa.
This is disgusting. Doesn't it look awful?
It looks wow.
How do I get this off?
Buff it. You'll have to buff it.
Oh no, I don't want to mess my nails up. I mean, I cut them short. Well, this is short for me to not draw attention to them because they're so scary. But this looks awful, right?
I mean, it doesn't look awful, but I wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't have shoved it in my face. Yeah, you look like Frankenstein.
I know.
Nails. You're like the world's cutest Frankenstein. I don't know. Does anybody have any tips for getting nail polish on? Well, I don't know. By the time this goes
never
live,
happened to me.
You won't have it anymore.
Well, I hope. What if this is just who I am now? I know they'll grow out, but still.
Well, I like it. It's interesting. I don't know. I would think that you have to buff it a little.
I'll do some research. I've got to get rid of this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to scare you. Like,
notice
anything different about me?
Notice anything different?
I'm dead.
Well, yeah. There has to be a way. We'll look it up.
We'll figure it out.
We're very resourceful.
If we got that stain out of the hotel room floor, we can get the stain out of my nails.
Let me just quick PSA for you guys. If you ever get Kool-Aid or anything red or anything at all.
If you get one of your mixers and you're very drunk.
Or if you get blood on the car. I don't know if it works on blood, but definitely Kool-Aid and stuff. Just put a dry towel over top of it and then...
I think you're supposed to wet it first. You pour water on the stain?
Oh yeah, you pour water on the stain, I think. And then put a dry towel over top of it. And then an iron. And you iron the towel on top of the stain.
And it pulls it out.
Matissa and I got what was literally like a cherry red large stain out of a hotel room carpet that way one time. And
I think we were scrubbing it and we're like, we're going to have to pay the deposit because we've ruined this carpet.
We ruined it.
But Sylvia ruined it. Anyway, we got it out.
Let's not place blame. The stain's out. That's all they need to know. But yeah, it works like a charm. And yes. I did not think it would work. No, I was like, this is stupid.
They were desperate at that point. Like, this is not going to work. And it pulled it all out.
Yeah, so PSA. If you
towel.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying to murder someone, but if you need to clean up after it.
We did not murder. It was not. No, we didn't murder anyone.
The only thing we murdered was a cherry crystal light. And I murdered that and a lot of vodka. That's all we're gonna say about
That's all we're gonna touch on that.
That's a very interesting story.
Thinking about that. We can't talk about it. Anyway, we will talk about Countess Elizabeth Bathory.
Oh, she's someone who liked blood.
Oh, wow.
She would
have segue. She would have
perfect segue. Oh, let's pretend that we were like, speaking of red stains.
But let's
yeah. We're gonna talk about Elizabeth Bathory.
And you've probably heard of her. She's called the Blood Countess, who allegedly bathed in the blood of virgins in an attempt to remain youthful looking. But that rumor was made up like 200 years after she died. So, I mean, she could have. Who knows? She did some crazy stuff. But
yeah, I read one time that rumor was started because people can't imagine that a female would be capable of any horrible acts unless they were trying to like make themselves hotter.
Oh, or shut up!
I really did hear that.
Oh.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
That upsets me.
It upsets me too. We
Can't I just be evil?
Yeah. Can I
just
be
wanting
evil
to
for
look
evil's
pretty?
sake?
Come on.
Malfeasance for malfeasance's sake. But alright, go ahead.
She's considered by many to be the world's worst female serial killer.
Wow. Alright. She had some good ones to follow. I mean, she had some good ones who followed her.
Yeah. So she was born in Hungary in 1560 into the Habsburg monarchy, who I'm sure we've all heard of.
Yeah.
Being nobility, she was endowed with education, wealth, and high social status. Mm-hmm. At the age of 15, she married Frank Nodesty. Guess that's how you say it. Her social standing was higher than her husband, so she refused to change her last name. I thought that was pretty cool.
Good on her.
Right. Good on you for not changing your name. Or if you want to, it doesn't matter, but
no.
Not good on you for killing all these people.
No.
We're not praising her.
No, we're not praising her, but just, that was cool.
It was very progressive of her in the 1600s. Yeah.
She was ahead of her time.
She was.
She was a progressive. She just progressed too far.
She did. Oh. They had several children, and her husband died in 1604 at the age of 48. In between 1602 and 1604, a Lutheran minister made complaints about Elizabeth publicly and to the court in Vienna. And this was after rumors had spread throughout the kingdom. Her husband also took part in torture and murder before he died, obviously.
Well, he didn't come back from the dead. Although,
maybe he did. We don't know. But she became more bloodthirsty after his death. And it took years for anything to be done because she was not nobility.
Yeah, she was a noble woman.
She was a noble woman.
And they could, at that time, basically, apparently get away with anything. Yeah, anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was finally in 1610 that King Matthias II assigned someone to investigate her.
Was that because so many people going missing or something?
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of missing people. It was years. It had been going on for years, so they were probably like, you've got to do something about this.
Yeah. I'm going to take my glasses off because it's pressing into my ears, but yeah.
See?
My glasses, they were pressing into my ears.
So we both have to remove our glasses when we do this, so, yeah.
So basically, servant girls and stuff were going missing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure.
And I guess random, I'm sure she was just...
She probably killed some random stuff.
Yeah, taking some, like, oh, you're alone. You're a teenage girl. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I'm just going to snatch you.
We always say snatch. So I'm going to snatch you up. I'm going to snatch them up.
Hide your kids. Hide your noble girls. No, hide your servant girls.
Hide your servant girl. Well, she killed nobles, too.
Oh,
we'll get to that, though. But yeah.
Ah, she killed a lot of old people.
But the notary spoke to more than 300 witnesses, I think between 1610 and 11. Priests, noblemen, and commoners were questioned. And according to the testimonies, the first victims were servant girls between 10 and 14 years old.
Yeah,
I knew right. So the first people, I'm sure she just started at the bottom.
I heard that somewhere. I can't remember, but she started from the bottom. Now we're here. Okay. She started with the easiest.
Right. Like, no one's going to report.
One at that time cared about servant girls. That's
exactly.
Just the sad truth, yeah. It's true, but not good.
Yeah. And so they were daughters of peasants, and many were lured to her castle by offers of well-paid work as maids. So they saw it as an awesome job opportunity. Little did they know. It was not. And then later, she began killing daughters of the lesser gentry. They were sent to her by their parents to learn courtly etiquette.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So she was supposed to, like, Emily Post them, like, manners, and then she killed them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and like I said earlier, abductions occurred as well.
Mm-hmm. So she just really started taking people.
Yeah. Young girls. Mm-hmm. The atrocities described most consistently in all the testimonies and questionings were severe beatings, burning and mutilation of hands, biting the flesh off faces and other parts of the body.
Wait, she bit the flesh off?
She would eat their chunks of them.
Oh my God, like a zombie.
Yeah, and she did. I think, there was cannibalism too.
Oh God, okay. Yeah, we're still good to go. I was just checking the mic. It's not that we don't trust it, but we don't trust it. Yeah.
I guess I need a code so I don't have to say, "Hey, look at you."
Oh,
we need a code.
We need
a code. What is a little sign that says "Look at the light"? Whoever's closer to it, look.
Yeah. No, it's going.
Okay.
Everything's good.
I'm definitely gonna do that next time. We're making this little. Freezing to death and starving to death. There were many other forms. Those were just the most frequently used. There were many other forms of torture carried out, including jamming needles under nails. Ugh.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, God.
Scaldings with hot tongs and being placed in freezing water.
I mean,
why?
That would be so
Elizabeth?
miserable. How long does it take you to die from being placed in freezing water, I wonder?
Well, it depends on who you're talking about. Me, probably 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, you'd be gone. I'd probably last a little while. I've got some padding. I'm like a seal. Oh, God. I mean, I don't know. I just cannot imagine. And starving to death, isn't that a miserable way to die?
I can't imagine, because I'm hungry all the time, and I think about people like, what if, I can't imagine going one day without eating. Like, I am so hungry
much less
all the time than actually...
And it takes forever to starve to death. Now, if you don't have water, it takes like nothing. Not long at all.
A few days?
It's just a few days, without water. But now without food, you can live a long time. Oh, God, maybe that's probably what she liked. Ugh, anyway.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, what else would... some people were covered in honey and live ants. And there was also cannibalism. And I think I read somewhere that she, cut or bit the flesh off of one of the girls and then made her eat it. The victim.
So she...
Oh, so is it self-cannibalism? I don't know how you would call that, but...
So this woman was...
fucking deranged.
Yeah. Like, why? I mean... I say why, but there's really no reason why. Some people are just sociopaths, and some people are psychopaths. Yeah. And some people love to inflict pain. What's that called? Masochist. No. Mm-hmm. Sadist.
Oh, wait. I don't know.
Isn't a sadist? Masochist is someone who likes pain.
Is it?
Yeah, sadomasochism. Yeah. So she was a sadist.
Sadist.
Yeah.
Let's just watch this.
Watch this.
Let's
pull out this little thing called Google.
A sadist, a person who derives pleasure, especially sexual gratification, from inflicting pain or humiliation on others.
So yeah, she was a sadist. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'm looking at a picture of her. Not a hottie.
That's what she was angry about.
Oh, she was angry because she's not a hottie. Oh,
well, they said 200 years later. That's what it...
Yeah, that's what it was about. She tried to make herself a hottie by bathing in the blood. I wish I could have made that rhyme somehow. Did you hear my stomach
I did.
My stomach growled on air. That's pretty
It was just the thought of starving to death.
Yeah, just
now
the thought of starving
out.
to death. The thought of having needles shoved under my nails.
I can't.
I mean, what would you even... Ugh. I mean, I would just hope that I would go into shock.
Oh, God. Have you ever had... I'm sure everyone has stuff jammed under their nails.
Well, yesterday. It was awful. I was cleaning some yesterday, and sometimes when you buy clothes, you know, they have a safety pin.
Yep.
And past Sylvia, who is a dumb cunt, for one thing, just opened a safety pin and threw it in the trash, but it didn't go in the trash. It went on the floor. And I was like doing a scraping motion to scrape things off the floor and scraped I got it caught in one of my fingers. Now I can't remember which one it was, so it couldn't have been that traumatic. But it hurt like hell. Like suddenly I was like, ah! And I looked down and there was a safety pin in my finger. I think it was in my thumb. But it feels fine now. But yeah, so just that, no, I can't imagine actually having them shoved under your nails.
When I worked at Logan's Roadhouse in college, you know, everything was wood
everywhere.
Yeah. And I was a hostess, so, you know, you would like quickly walk by and scoop up the menus all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I had so many huge splinters jammed under my nails. It was disgusting and painful. I would just have to go to a manager and be like, take this splinter out. They just knew.
Pull the splinters out?
Yeah, like, help me get this splinter out of me. Because it was so common. I mean, everything was freaking wood, so you're bumping up against... But yeah, I had so many splinters jammed under my nails. And it's so painful.
Fun fact, I'm afraid of splinters. I can't even hardly stand to touch wood that hasn't, like, been glazed.
Ooh, gross. I don't like it either.
I can't do
it grosses me out a little bit.
Yeah, it does me too. Because I'm like, I'm just picturing. Huh? Yeah.
But is that some kind of phobia?
You know what?
I bet it has to be. It makes me uneasy.
It probably is. Oh, I love phobia. But yeah, that would definitely be a phobia of mine. That and licking cotton. Ew. There is nothing that sounds worse to me than licking a cotton ball. That's how you would torture me. You just shove a cotton wad in my mouth and I would just be like, no.
Cardiac arrest.
I'm ready to die.
Kill me now.
Just kill me now. No more cotton balls. One of my ex-boyfriends that's how he would threaten me. He'd be like, I'm going to lick this cover if you don't. And then he would lick it and I would be like, huh, huh. Like, yeah, it was awful. So thanks for that, jerk. But anyway, that was, that was quite a little input that I just did.
No, it's good. I like it. It keeps things exciting.
That's what I'm trying to do with our relationship.
Good. And she not only killed her victims at her main residence, she had several other locations as well. So, I mean, they were in different countries. Yeah, murder vacation homes all over.
I can't even get a regular vacation home.
Yeah, me neither.
Much less a murder one. Fuck her.
And torture and blood orgies were allegedly carried out following family celebrations.
Well,
blood.
I mean, I know after a day with your family, you're maybe not in a good mood, but a blood orgy, that's taking it a little far.
What does that even entail?
What does that entail?
I don't know, and I'm too afraid to Google it.
I don't know, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask. If you know anything about blood orgies, just, hit us up.
Holler at us.
But just don't hit us.
Please
literally.
don't.
No, we don't want to be involved.
We don't. No.
We don't want to be involved in a regular orgy.
No.
Unless a blood orgy. Please don't do that. But what would a blood... Ugh. Okay. Well, I'm going to look up blood orgies after this. You do too.
Yeah.
Listeners, look up blood orgies. Not at work.
No.
For those of you who have jobs.
We don't know what those are.
Know what that's like. This is our job. It's just non-profit.
It is. It's for free.
For free.
Okay, well, Elizabeth was arrested on December 30th, 1610, along with 4 of her servants who were accused of being accomplices, which I'm assuming they had to be. I'm sure, they were, but...
I mean, I'm sure she was like, bitch, I'm going to kill you if you don't help me. Mm-hmm. And then that person was like, okay.
That's a horrible person, too. They're equally... I would just...
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to think I would be like...
I would... Here's the thing. You never know until you're in that situation.
But still.
But I don't think I could torture...
No.
I definitely couldn't torture an animal. I could probably torture a person first.
I could too.
But I wouldn't, no. I think I'd just be like, kill me. But you never know until you're in that situation. You just never. And plus, with like mind control and things, like Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows what she had...
Yeah. I mean, their minds were probably warped at that point. Mm-hmm. She was probably giving them tons of laudanum. I don't know. Was that even a
What's
thing?
laudanum?
I don't know. Isn't that something?
Did I hear that on that Asylum movie I watched earlier? I think I did.
Used to take it. Let me look.
And it was
We're going to look up laudanum.
This is like the late 1800s. That movie was.
But yeah, it was like something. Oh my God! You should see what my autocorrect just did. Oh, it's a tincture of opium.
Okay.
Yeah. It's reddish brown and extremely bitter. But anyway, yeah, I think people used to use that for medical purpose. I mean, they still do. I guess. I don't know anything about laudanum. Jeez. Yeah. I'm over here acting like I'm a laudanum expert.
So, 4 of her servants were accused with her. At her arrest, 1 girl was found dead, 1 in the process of dying, another wounded, and a bunch of others locked up.
In the process of dying?
Yeah. So
I don't want to know. But could you imagine being one that was locked up and got let go?
But can you imagine the amount of mental damage that you would be, especially back then? You would just be fucked for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be able to get mental health care.
No. Hell, I get it now, and I can barely make it.
Yeah. Yeah, we weren't even locked up anywhere. No. God, but still, yeah, there are no lucky ones here, but I guess they were the luckiest, and they still got lasting effects, to say the least.
A trial and execution could have disgraced her noble family, which ruled Transylvania at the time, and that's what is most important. We would hate to disgrace someone's family.
I mean, that's just the worst of the worst. I mean, just let them kill.
Yeah.
I mean, how long do people live in those days anyway? We don't want to disgrace a family,
So she was originally going to be sent to a nunnery.
A nunnery?
Yes.
Really? Her target friggin' audience, a bunch of single females?
Right.
That'd be like throwing over a binge eater into a buffet.
That's exactly what they were going to do. God. But until accounts of her murder of the lesser nobility spread. So they didn't care about the poorsies.
Well, no.
Like, who cares?
No, they don't fuck with poorsies.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But then, like, all these people have money, so...
Yeah, you can't kill people with money. That's the lesson we've learned here.
But then it was decided that she would be kept under house arrest. So she wasn't even taken to trial.
Lindsay Lohan her ass.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
I know. But the trial of her accomplices began in January 1611. There were dozens of witnesses and survivors that testified, and all but 1 of her servants testified against her.
Oh, good. Wow, the one who didn't. She must have been really fucked up. Mm-hmm. But at least 3 of them did.
And I don't know what became of them.
Well, they're dead now.
They're dead. We know where they are now.
They're long dead.
They're dead. But yeah, okay.
They probably went on to have fruitful lives. No, I'm sure they did not.
No. But the exact number of victims is unknown. During the trial, 2 of the defendants said 36 or 37. The other 2 defendants said between 50 and 100. Okay. Castle personnel estimated that the number of bodies they saw removed from the castle to be between 100 and 200. So that's just removed from the castle. I mean, she was killing people at other castles, too.
I mean, she was on a spree.
Fucking murder spree, like, what?
And castle personnel knew that bodies were coming out. Why did nobody do anything? Well, because they were just...
Oh, I wonder if it was...
I mean, I guess probably, because they were...
I wonder if it was when they were cleaning out the... Well, no, there couldn't have been 200 corpses and bones down in the... Well, there were body parts and other things.
If a man could do it, so could she. If H.H. Holmes... No, I don't know how many people he killed.
I don't think anyone has killed that many people, have they?
Speaking of which, let us know if you want an episode on H.H. Holmes, because he's pretty fascinating.
He is, and I'm sure there are lots of other... I'm sure a lot of other people have covered him because he's...
Well,
so is she. She's popular, too.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. We don't care if other people have covered him or not.
Yeah, we don't care. We're going to do it anyway, okay?
We're going to do whatever we want to do, and fuck it. But, wow, yeah, she killed a lot of people.
And a witness who spoke at the trial, stated that Bathory kept a list of victims in her diaries. And I know that some of her diaries are in some government museum place somewhere.
Really? So we could go find them. Well, probably not in America.
I don't remember. No, I don't remember where they were. Yeah. But she said that the list said there were over 650, according to what she read in her writings.
Well, holy shit. Well, she had several murder vacation homes. She murdered...
And this went on for years because they said it was...
She didn't have anything better to do. She was a noble.
What was they, 602, between 602 and 604, but then that's when they found out about it and no one did anything till 610. So she was killing... So years of having a ton of money and nothing else to do.
And being basically bulletproof. I mean, nobody would do anything to you because you were a royal. Mm-hmm. Wonder how much stuff like that goes on now. I mean, I don't think like Prince William's killing people or anything, but I wonder how much cover up like that still goes on. I'm sure. I'm sure if we were like president, we would know all this horrible stuff that I would never want to know. That's my theory. That's the only reason Trump wanted to be president, so he could get insider secrets.
The official count,
which isn't just vomited on her lap,
was 80, and that's just what they settled it as, that they had proof of.
Oh yeah,
but there's definitely more than 80.
But they never know. Yeah, with every serial killer, it seems like the count is most likely much more than what they found, and the people probably don't even remember. If she killed 600 people, those people are nothing to her. Right. She's not going to remember anything about them. They were just cattle.
Oh.
I know. And that's all. Like, I wonder if she ate. I don't know. I wonder if she fed them to staff. Like, oh, here, I've got this rump roast, but little do you know, it's a person roast.
Why am I laughing?
Oh, God, I don't know. We laugh at horrible things.
How do you get rid of that many bodies? Burn them, I guess.
How do you? I mean...
Just burn them.
Burn.
Because back then they didn't have as many.
Or, I mean, if you had like a sailor, or like a huge sailor, which she lived in a castle, she could just throw them in the...
But the smell...
That's true. She might have liked it.
Maybe.
God, I can't imagine that smell. Like, even when you drive past like a dead animal on the road, it's like that sickening, sweet...
Gross.
Yeah. Like, what about people... I'm on a rant here.
Keep going.
No, we're not really a rant, but how about people that live close to like the body farm? You know they smell those bodies. That's in Knoxville. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe she liked it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's blood.
Maybe it's blood.
The blood of young virgins.
Let's try that. Do you know a young virgin? We could.
I don't know. But this says dragon's blood cleansing water beside me. What's that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
I don't know. I've never used.
I don't know how to pronounce
blood
that.
In it. Oh, it's just a micellar water that I've got. But yeah, it does say dragon's blood. But I think dragon's blood's a plant. I hope.
I think it's real. It's actually real dragon's blood.
I think it's real.
It's real.
They got one of the dragons from Game of Thrones. Those fake CG dragons, and bled them. I mean, dragons were real. We all know that.
Just kidding. She was kept in solitary confinement in her castle. She was inside a set of rooms with only small slits for ventilation and receiving food. And on August 21st, 1614, so what's that? 2.5 years after she was caught.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she complained to her bodyguard that her hands were cold, and she was found dead the next morning.
Oh, okay. I wonder what she died at. Well, they probably didn't know, did they?
No, I don't know.
Because you don't know anything during that. It's not like they did forensic testing. Huh. So she died of natural causes. Yeah. See, I don't know. It's interesting stories like her where she was just under house arrest or whatever, but then you see other noble people like who were beheaded. But that was... What year was this? That was a long time ago.
1614 was when she died.
What year was
well, some people
Marie
were,
Antoinette? I don't know.
1780s and 90s.
Oh, okay. So
the
like
French
100 years.
Revolution. I love revolutions.
Something years later.
I know all about
They got a little harder on nobles from that time.
Well, that was, that was a revolution of people rising up. That wasn't
just she was chilling in her Dracula castle killing.
Right.
But yeah, people said Elizabeth Bathory was a vampire, right? Didn't some
I think
people
there's
call her
some.
that?
Mm-hmm.
But people think it. I don't know. People also thought people were witches and burned them at the stake. So
I do want to talk about some of those, like the lesser known, not Salem, because but it was happening in so many other places. Uh-oh. Do you have a delivery?
I bet I do have a special delivery. It's a bottle of blood. I can hear my boyfriend in there shushing the dog. Oh. It's so cute. Well, I really like historical cases like this.
I'm like,
yeah, like I'm always excited when you have
rubbing
something.
my hands together.
That sound was her rubbing her hands together. I love history too. Let us know if you want to do more. I always say let us know, so please actually let us know.
Because it's going to be really sad if we say this and no one ever sends us messages.
And then I'm just talking to myself and I'm like, let me know. And they're like, you're crazy, Sylvia. And I'm like, oh, tell me something I don't know. I really like that. I can't wait to hear your next historical, thingy.
And I think we're finished, aren't we?
We've got another one in the can. That didn't sound good. We've got another one in the bag there. That's better.
Is the can another name for a toilet?
I think it is, yeah. I hope we don't have one in the can. We've had several in the can due to recording issues.
Oh, no.
But no, I think this
please,
good.
No. I hope it better be.
Well, see you guys next time.
And we'll do better next time.
We certainly will.
Bye, guys.
Bye.